So, with the future of Nintendo being pretty exciting in the news a lot, with the upcoming release of the Switch 2, Nintendo decided to put out two Nintendo Directs back to back, and yeah, let's discuss them. There's not that much setup to this video. Alright, so first up on the first Direct that happened March 26th, we got Dragon Quest 1 plus 2 HD 2D Remake. Weird thing to start off the Direct with, nothing massive or crazy, but hey, these remakes they look beautiful, they look very aesthetically pleasing. I've never played a Dragon Quest game, but if you're into RPGs, why not? Sure. Then next up, this one really confused me. No sleep for a Konami date from AI, the Somnium files. Every Nintendo Direct, there's a weird like detective mystery game from like a series I've never heard of that's been going on for 30 years in Japan and has like 500 entries. And I guess this is that. So if you're into that, you've probably already know. Like I just don't see this trailer, getting people to be like, "Fuck yeah, I want that." But the next game does actually interest me quite a bit. Oh fuck, Raido Remaster, The Mystery of the Soulless Army. This is uh, a Shin Megami Tensei game, I guess. I mean, it's not. It's not part of that series, but it's made by the same developer. It looks the same. It has the whole demon, uh, you know, almost Pokemon-like gameplay. But it's not. I don't know. But if you're in these types of games, go for it. Personally, 0 for 3 for me. But this game, next up, Shadow Labyrinth, actually looks really freaking interesting. It is a Metroidvania. Looks kind of gives me Hollow Knight vibes, but you have this little helper named Puck, who very clearly is it's Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man, and you can like fuse with Puck, and or sorry, I think it might be Pac, whatever, and you know, do a bunch of different shit with them. Interesting, weird that this is like the direction to take this game to kind of shove Pac, because it's just a normal Metroidvania, but also with this whole Pac-Man vibe. And at the end, you turn into like a massive, giant Gundam Pac-Man. It's really weird, and I don't understand it, but I think it's kind of cool, and it comes out on my birthday, July 18th. So, yeah, this is weird. Namco described it as the reimagining of Pac-Man, or the next step for Pac-Man, which, like, no, it isn't. I can't. It's like if Nintendo came out and was making a porn game, and then at the end Mario is there, and it's like, this is the new Mario. It's like, come on, who you kidding? But whatever, game still looks pretty good. Next up, we got Patapon 1 plus 2 Replay. Apparently this is a series that's getting re-released onto Switch. It's quirky looking. It's a cute looking rhythm game where you kind of like action focused, gives kind of that rhythm heaven vibe. This is one of those games where we're all gonna say, "Oh, that looks neat." It sticks out because the art style and the concept and the music and everything. But let's be real. You're not gonna play this. You're gonna look at it, maybe add it to your wish list, and then see it on your wish list 2 years later and be like, "What the fuck is this?" But yeah, that comes out July 11th. And then, oh boy, we got Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, because God knows we need another like cozy Harvest Moon Animal Crossing style farming RPG simulator life sim. every goddamn Nintendo Direct has one of these games, and no one has played them. No one has played these farm simulator games. No one cares. I don't. It's has to be like a money laundering scheme. I don't understand this craze Nintendo's been on since like freaking 2019 or something crazy. Like, you want to know how little everyone cares about this? The footage I'm using for this game is for a completely different game, and you didn't notice that. But here we go. We got the big boys, the big guns. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond got another look, a little gameplay trailer. And yeah, the game looks great. It looks incredible. The world looks beautiful. It's got that. It's definitely Metroid Prime. But the main thing they showed off was the psychic abilities. Metroid is a series that's very much about upgrades and upgrades affecting how you can interact with the world and expanding the world. So I think putting a new spin or a new concept to the upgrades is crucial for more Metroid, because the Metroid upgrades have kind of been the same for like across 2D and 3D Metroid for like years. So I'm interested to see how far they go, if this is just like a little gimmicky thing or if it's actually crucial to how the game is designed. But yeah, still shooting for the 2025 release window, and yeah, this looks like a good one. So this was arguably the most important thing in the Direct, and it's just kind of sandwiched in the middle. Disney's Villain's Curse Cafe got shadow dropped. So that's something. It looks like a mobile game. Should probably stay on mobile, but you know, with the Switch coming to an end, sure, Nintendo, you can have this one. Witchbrook is also here. I believe it's a co-op, has a little chill vibe. I think it looks very pretty. Kind of gives me Kiki's Delivery Service vibes. Probably won't pick this one up, but I don't think they also did a very good job showing off the actual gameplay. Like, I don't really know what this game is about, but it looks neat, so there you go. Something that did catch my eye, however, is The Eternal Life of Goldman. It looks pretty good. It has a very pretty hand-drawn style. He plays this little old guy that has this cane. He kind of plays like a Scrooge McDuck or Shovel Knight with the whole pogo stick bounce gimmick. And this is one of those little indie games that's right up my fucking alley. You know, like a nice looking, fun, simple 2D platformer. This could be something. Yeah, I think has a holiday release. So there you go. That's something, I guess. Gradius Origins, a little 40th anniversary collection of a bunch of different Gradius, or Salamander, I guess is what it's called in other regions. You know, it's cute, whatever. I've played some of the Gradius games. They're fun. Cute little horizontal arcadey shooters. This just doesn't move me. But whatever, it's there. I think they're coming out with a new one as kind of a part of the collection. So, yeah, there you go. Rift of the Necro Dancer is coming out. This is another shadow drop. If you like the Necro Dancer rhythm game series, then go for it. I'm just not a big rhythm game guy. I want to like rhythm games, but I'm just bad at them. So it's not too much for me. And then, we're gonna be testing out how much this new mic, this $30 Amazon mic can handle, because we got Tamagotchi Plaza, motherfucker. Woo! Yeah, it's Tamagotchis, and they're in a plaza. Fucking incredible. Who needs to Switch 2, am I right? Pokemon Legends ZA is getting their trailer, and man, This game still looks like shit. It's crazy. These Pokemon games are never gonna look even serviceable, really. Yeah, I mean, I really liked Arceus, but part of Arceus was the world and the the setting, and ZA doesn't have that. It's set in the city, so this might just end up being a slightly worse, jankier versions of Arceus, which sucks. Um, but whatever. I'm checked out when it comes to Pokemon. Rhythm Heaven Groove. There we go, a new Rhythm Heaven game. That's something. People like Rhythm Heaven. If there's a rhythm game that's gonna actually like capture my attention, it's probably Rhythm Heaven. It looks cute. It's got that weird Nintendo vibe that I've always messed with. But yeah, there you go. Then this next one kind of weirds me out. It's a new feature for Switch, the virtual game cards. Essentially, it's a way to share your games across different like systems and accounts, but Nintendo-ified, I guess, by it being a little game card. Whatever. This definitely feels like something they're soft launching to see how it works, get the bugs out of the way before it will probably be featured on the Switch too. Yeah, whatever. That's cool, I guess. Follow this up with a sizzle reel of a bunch of different games: Higher in Life, Star Overdrive, King of Meat, Lose Lagoon Summer, Fantasy Life. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Saga Frontier looks kind of cute, cool. The only thing that really caught my attention was the Wandering Village. Don't really know what that game is, but it looks cool. So there you go. Monument Valley 1, 2, and 3, a bunch of puzzle games from mobile devices, come to Switch April 15th, whatever. And then Hot Shots, everybody, golf. It's a golf game. Cool. Then we get something that actually does kind of interest me: Marvel Cosmic Invasion. It's a beat 'em up, throwback, arcade style, co-op brawler type game. It's the same team that made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So this game looks fun. It looks fun. There's only so much excitement I can get for like a simple beat 'em up game, but hey, get a couple beers, get the buddies down, have a fun time. Spider-Man and Captain America gives much more I like how gives very 90s Marvel vibes, which is, holds a special place in my heart. 90s Marvels, that kind of vibe and aesthetic. So that looks cute. Next up, Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream. Here we go, baby. This is the good shit. This is that Nintendo freak shit that I love. Love the first Tamagotchi Life. Essentially what it is you make a bunch of your friends into, Miis. You get all your Miis. You get you get your bros, you get your fam, you get the huzz in Mii form, and then you just kind of put them on an island, and they just kind of do weird shit. That's the whole game. The original was like you put them in apartments, but this one, it's better because it's on an island. So yeah, they're bringing back the AI generated voices, which is pretty funny. There's the best part of the original game, and yeah, I can't wait for my family to find me putting all of them on an island and having them do just stupid fucking shit. There you go. That comes out 2026. And then the last thing of the Direct was kind of interesting. I kind of like it, is Nintendo Today, which is not a video game. It is a mobile app. It's basically kind of like a calendar app, and every day it will be a sort of source for Nintendo information, especially with the Switch 2, after, the announcement of that. I think this is kind of the perfect time to drop this type of app, just to have a easy way to get a bunch of have a news hub for Nintendo games. Um, this does make me wonder about the future of Nintendo Directs. Nintendo has been kind of scaling them back in recent years, but yeah, it's cute, and hey, it's another step in the process of us all deleting Twitter. So, thank you, Miyamoto. This direct was whatever. Very much the sidekick to the big one, which is the April 2nd Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which I am actually very excited for. Finally, after months of rumors and leaks and all that jazz, we finally get an hour-long presentation on the Nintendo Switch 2. Before I get into the games they showed off, I just want to go through kind of the general stats for the console. Switch 2, the release date will be June 5th, 2025. I believe pre-orders go out the 9th of April. And it will be going for $450, which is a good bit more than I was expecting. I was expecting $350 to $400, but this isn't the worst possible outcome. It's not good, but whatever. But oh man, releasing same day as Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo's big launch title, Mario Kart World. It's been about 10 years since the last new Mario Kart, if we're not counting Deluxe, not counting the expansion pass and all that. And yeah, let's just go over a couple of features rapid fire. 24 characters, 24 people in the race. The level design seems much more open. It's very exploration based. It looks like there's jet skis in the game, so basically driving on top of water. Pretty rad. Also, a bunch of little things as rail grinding, bouncing off walls, dynamic kind of changing weather and atmosphere, or whatever. You can play as the cow. That's pretty cool. And it's now, I guess, an open world game. So I watched the Treehouse Direct for this, which is where I'm probably getting most of the footage. It appears as though in the standard Grand Prix, there's a sort of in-between driving bit before you get to the main stage. And then in the Knockout Tour, it's just straight 4 levels in a row, completely interconnected. And I think that's really fucking cool. I feel like this generation, with PlayStation 5 and Switch 2, a big thing has been kind of getting out the wait time in games. You know, PS5 with like its whole, I remember a big thing was its whole like no loading times gimmick. So combined with this, it's just really interesting. Mario Bowser's Fury was like completely, you could go between the zones completely open. It looks really interesting. It looks super well polished. The character models the animations look very expressive. The track designs, from what I've seen, look really fun. Yeah, I mean, as long as this doesn't cost $90, Nintendo, this should be a slam dunk. Oh. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no. A weird little game I want to talk about is Drag X Drive. It is a sort of Rocket League style basketball game that uses the mouse controls as you're basically in a wheelchair playing basketball. This is very much the Wii Sports title. You know, every Nintendo console needs to have like a weird party, lighthearted like multiplayer game that uses like pointer controls and like Wii remote stuff. Wii Sports, Nintendo Land, the Switch had arms, and this looks like, with Mario Kart being a launch title, it doesn't look like Nintendo is relying on this to get like a casual audience. So they just decided to get fucking weird with it. And honestly, this might be my thing. It depends on how much it'll cost. I'm afraid if it costs $60, I'm definitely not getting it, but it looks goofy. It looks fun. It's kind of a weird arcadey sports game is right up my alley. Let's talk about the Switch editions. So this is also a very Nintendo way to do, I guess, remasters of Switch games, where basically the remaster or the extra bits are these I guess DLC. So putting my Kirby and the Forgotten Land into the Switch 2, buy a little game pack thing, a little edition thing, and you can get a bunch more features, new levels for Kirby. I think Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has like sharing creations, and Mario Party you can have like incorporate video chat and more mini games, and this is just a very unique way, as well as of course making games look better, especially Tears of the Kingdom and Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 is basically a Nintendo Switch 2 game. I think we can call it that. Also, Nintendo Online will be getting Nintendo GameCube finally. Pretty small initial lineup. It's Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. Of course, more stuff will be brought over, but yeah, it's just nice to have GameCube on there. Nintendo's made a bit of a point to that they're releasing a GameCube controller. But like they already did that with Smash Ultimates. I don't know why, things are that big of a deal. I guess because this one has a C button, I think. Whatever. Let's get into the third party output before we get to the big fucking the last big thing I want to talk about. Let's just run through this list because I got just a list on Mashable.com that has pretty much all of them. First off, Elden Ring. This is all but confirmed in months leading up to this, but it's cool. It's really cool to see Elden Ring on a Nintendo console and being played portably. I know a lot of people are really gonna might buy this game again just to, have the portability aspect. And if I do ever play Elden Ring, this might be the version I go with, just because it's portable. Hades 2, we already knew about that game. I feel like it was obvious it was going to come to Switch. Street Fighter 6, EA Sports, Madden, and WWE 2K, and NBA 2K, Hitman, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Yakuza, Borderlands, Civ 7. Basically, what this said to me was, this is just Nintendo being like, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. We got stuff coming. This can run the big AAA games. Basically, Nintendo's catching up on all of the AAA games they've been missing out on. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see things like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, or Civ 7, or Yakuza on a Nintendo console. I don't really have anything else to say. I just think that's cool. Then we get to Duskbloods. This is, I guess, the sequel to Bloodborne, or maybe it's its own FromSoft game. I don't know if it's a direct sequel to Bloodborne, but yeah, a FromSoft game that is exclusive to Switch is wild to me. On multiple levels. From Nintendo's point of view, I mean, that's fucking a slam dunk for them. FromSoft is a major developer. A lot of people, one of the few, like, system sellers, if Elden Ring or, whatever, if a FromSoft game is going to be exclusive for a console, it seems like a system seller to me. From FromSoft's point of view, I don't really get it, because your audience is very, like, PC-based, and why wouldn't you want to also have, like, PlayStation 5, Xbox version? I don't understand. The only thing is, I guess Nintendo just brought a king's ransom to FromSoft to get Duskbloods. which is, I mean, this is wild, but it's a big move from Nintendo, really trying to throw their weight around when it comes to like these big, massive AAA games that look super pretty. Yeah, I mean that's cool. But more importantly, Donkey Kong, baby. They're making a new Donkey Kong game. A fucking what's it called? Is a Bonanza? Donkey Kong Bonanza. 3D Mario Odyssey style Donkey Kong game where he interacts with the environment in like cool ways, like picking up rocks and throwing them, and digging through the ground, being a little freak. Cause I fucking love Donkey Kong. It comes out a day before my birthday because God is good, I suppose. Fuck yeah, Donkey Kong. I will pay $100 for Donkey Kong Bonanza, baby. Donkey Kong Bonanza, game of the year, every year. Let's fucking go. Donkey Kong. Woo!